Good morning, everybody. We're gonna show presentation for our project ServPro application. We have built the application on Android Studio. ServPro is basically a service providing app that minimizes the gap between the service provider and the consumer. It is a common platform where the service provider registers for his service and the customer look for the services that the service provider has registered. The customer chooses the services that is nearest to his location. So we're gonna start the demo for our application. We're gonna start by registering ourselves as a customer. So we're gonna either register as a customer or as a service provider. So we're gonna start registering by entering the customer name, ABCD, the age 1247, phone number, enter the email, 23@abc.com. We're gonna enter the address 123 street. Gonna enter the password 34. Gonna start with register. So yeah, we are registered for in this system. And now Ruan gonna proceed you showing these services, what a customer can do by registering himself. So Ruan, I'm gonna pass you the control.
Thank you, Tashmi. So, while we using this app, either we can log in as a new customer, which Tashmi just presented, or if we have already registered before, we can directly log in here. Let's log in. By the way, this is the dummy data we have provided at the backend. So, when we are a customer, we can directly log in here, or if we are a service provider, we can check this box and log in with the service provider ID. Or either we can choose the Google sign-in option here. Let me just show you the customer page. So after logging, we can choose the cities we want to service in, and we can search here as well which city we want to service in. Let's just select the Vancouver, and here we can input the type of service we want. Let's say we want the service of a carpenter, and here we can click, and a list of carpenters in that area will show up. Now, let's say we live in Vancouver and we are not sure uh, how long will it take for the service provider to come to a house. We can check here the location on Google Maps. So this will show the exact location of the service providers, and accordingly we can book according to a time frame. So let's go with Peter. So here we can see the profile of Peter, his age, his name, and his experience, and the wage per hour, and some description he has put. And then we can see the contact details where we can contact Peter on over Gmail, his number, his address, and here we can connect. When we press this, we can connect with Peter. So here there is an extension of facial unlock that we'll discuss later. And here is a set of deal. Here we can pick a date for the service. Let's say 11 to 12 and save. So we can pick these dates and type a message for Peter. Here we can put a number. And here we can make a deal. So this will be sent to Peter when he checks his profile, which Karan will show you now.
So Karan, I'm you passing you the control. Just wait.
Thank you. So let's go with the ServPro registration. Just give me a second. Here we are in the database. So we're just looking for the credentials here. So as Rohan told you, show you how to log in as a customer. Now we will see how to log in as a service provider. So here's the main screen, and we can use this screen to log in as let's log in as a Peter. So PER here. Look, Peter Gabri. So just looking at the credentials. Yeah, here we are. Just forgot the password. Okay, let's go with the Peter at the rate 123. So as I'm a service provider, I'm going to check this one, and we are going to log in. You can also register as a service provider, because as Tasmi show you how to register as a customer, so the format is similar there. So we are just login here. So yeah, so this is the image of Peter, and he's showing us like is the email ID, phone, register, how many services which is registered here. So you can see your all services by clicking here. So this is your services. You can click it, you can update it, you can delete it. And here we are coming back to the main window, and we can do many functions here. Like first of all, this is kind of menu. You can select your all services uh, as I show you here. So you can register a new services on the same name. So you can use this thing. You can use this thing uh, to choose the image from your gallery and upload it here, and you can register. And here I'm going to show you connections. As Peter has done connection, because no one connect to this thing. But I will show you deals. So yeah, as Rohan just make a deal with Peter, so you can see your deals there. Like he just make a 12 to 13, and yeah, there is the deal. This one. So just please call me at, so you can see that data is here. So he can see that profile of the person who is want to contact with me, who wants it, who wants the service from me. So that's all with the app for now. So now we are going to show you our extensions. So my first extension is view model, in which I create a database repository and a view model. So the activities are now going to interact with the view model instead of databases. Second extension is date picker. As Rohan shows you how to pick the date, how to do all those things when you're going to fix the deal. So that's the second extension. My third extension is view model. Third extension is motion layout. When you see the screen, when you see the splash screen, you see the splash screen is like blinking or something like that. So it's a moving animation there. So there's a motion layout. You have a menu, some menu options, like when I saw you Peter's sides, you can see menu, some menu option here, like this one. My next extension is about shimmer effect. That is about a loading thing. So I didn't put a progress bar there. I just put a shimmer effect there. So these all are my extensions. Passing to Tasmith again.
So
Tasmith, here you are.
yeah, thank you. So I worked on 3 extensions. First extension was the Google Map. So just Rohan showed you how the location, we could see the location of the store, where he was, where the service was located, and how far it is. So that was the extension I added. The second extension that I worked on was the show city services, where we could search for the city and we could get the result, and then we could proceed forward. That was the second extension. And the third extension was the dialog box. When we register for the customer, you might have seen a thank you message for registering with us. That was the extension of adding a dialog box. So I worked on that. So now Rohan gonna tell his extensions.
Thank you, Rashmi. So I have basically worked on three extensions. The number one you could see on the login page of the application, where a user can skip the manual login page, and he or she can directly log in with his Google or her Google sign in. So there is a button as Google sign in which will fetch the details of the Gmail account from the cell phone. And my second extension was the biometric authentication of a user. So let's assume when you want to connect to a service provider, we are not sure that the right person is using the phone. So to make sure that the actual user is using the phone, I had put the biometric authentication where before connecting to a service provider, the application will cross-check that the actual user is using a phone using the facial recognition or using the pin of the cell phone. And then my third extension was when a service provider wants to add a service. So what he can do, he can upload a pic from his gallery, or he can open the camera app of his phone to click a picture and upload that into the database. That's it from my side. I hope you like the application. Anything else from you guys?
Thank you for listening
Thank
to
you.
us. Thank you.
Yeah, good.